message. Hey, good morning and happy Monday. And it is Monday here at Memory Bound and everywhere else too. I'm Kelly.
I'm
and
Diane.
Diane's here, and we've got Janet in the background, and it's time for another blind date. So I hope you enjoyed Friday's blind date with Sarah. I'm going to just grab her projects here so you can see it. Now, we do have some blind date kits still available. I think we have maybe 6 or 7. So if you missed out, you did not miss out. So here is Sarah's. Okay. She made 3 little coasters on Friday.
They
she kicked us off. Aren't they cute?
And they wobble.
And we got a wobbler. I went with the wrong hand, but we got a little wobbler, everybody.
So cute.
So let us know how you like that on Friday with our first blind date and the 3 coasters. So we got 3 projects made already, and we are going to make 7 projects today. So I've got really
lots of fun stuff coming in.
Big high hopes for today that we can get all 7 projects done. Now I'm here today, and tomorrow we're going to be showing some new product. Wednesday, Peggy will be here with a mini album. Thursday, Katie will be here with a mini album. So we got 2 great designers doing mini albums. And Friday, Chris is bringing us home. She's the anchor for our blind date, and she's got something. Think
pretty
about
cool.
Paper engineering.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's dimensional, and you're going to love it, and you're going to know how to make it so you can make even more. So if you missed out on the blind date kit, we have some available, and I know that Janet's here, and she's going to be linking it for us. And so you can order it online, or you can give us a call if you'd like. I know some of us had blizzards over the weekend. Diane, did you want to do your weather report?
I was just thinking, I'm here this morning, so I need to do a weather report.
Yes, you do.
It was, Saturday wasn't too bad. We were in the 50s. Sunday started out good, but then it turned pretty nasty. I think the whole state of Iowa was shut down.
It went downhill. It was
did.
windy. We had I don't know, 40 mile an hour
Oh,
winds,
I think it was 50 and 60. We have big pine trees at our house, and man, they were swaying. But our trampoline stayed in one spot. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get much snow. It was mostly the blowing and the wind, and it's extremely cold here this morning.
Yeah, it's probably wind chills below 0.
Yeah.
So you guys, it was like in the 60s and 70 last week. And at the end of this week, it's going to be 70. Isn't it going to be like 70 or something?
My friend from Florida commented, and I said, well, it's Iowa. We're 10 degrees today and 75 on Thursday. So
how would you like to come here for a vacation, and you'd have to pack clothes for winter and summer at the same time?
Yeah,
so,
and it is spring break here, so I'm sure there are moms.
Spring break to all the kids and the teachers and the school employees that don't have to work this week. It's going to get the weather's going to get better, but hey, just being home and not having to go to school, that's huge for me.
But there were places that got a lot of snow. We were very lucky.
We had some Minnesota visitors in here yesterday, who weren't going back because they were told not to. It was too bad, so they got a hotel room and came to Memory Bound.
Yep, I think everybody had some bad weather yesterday.
Shelley, did you see what Shelley said about her neighbor's trampoline?
Hooked over.
Now, you guys, I'll tell you, before we get started with our blind date, I'll tell you a trampoline story, because Tammy that works here, and she's part-time, and she works our retreats and occasionally comes in on the weekends because she has a real job. A few years ago, we were at a retreat, and she had a trampoline that blew from the neighbors, and it actually impaled itself into her house.
On the roof?
Yeah, it was on the roof, and it was like the legs went right into her roof. That was crazy. Yeah, crazy. We could.
And that was their newer house, because they had only been living in it not very long.
Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to our second blind date. It's our second blind date series. We had winter blind date with Winter Magic back in January, and this is our blind date with the Easter Bunny because it is Easter time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to make a banner, and we're going to make 6 cards. And we're going to start off with a banner. So we're going to flip. We got to get right down to business, everybody. So we're going to flip our camera over, and I'm going to show you how to make this banner. Oh, wait. Can you flip back for a second, Diane?
I can.
Because I wanted to show the bag that I brought all my stuff in, because this is a staff favorite. And Diane actually brought some things in today in a bag very similar to this. This is Doodlebug. Maybe you can tell. And we're using Doodlebug. I got the Peeps paper right here from Bunny Hop.
And everything matches.
It's the foldable bag. It's flat like this. And it's got 2 handles. But when you open it up and it actually has a base that drops down in the bottom.
I like that it folds.
Then it becomes dimensional.
Yeah.
And you know what I like, Diane, is that it's $17.99.
Yeah.
I had to double check that price because I thought surely they've had a price increase.
Nope.
And then when you're done with it, you just pull up this little bottom flap and it folds flat. And I've gotten these for our kids to put in their cars. One year I used them for their Christmas stockings so I could fill it with goodies. So that is the Doodlebug foldable bag.
Perfect.
And mine, I didn't bring my dot one in. I brought mine that's got the flower border. And we have both styles right now. It holds a lot of stuff.
It does. And we're glad that they haven't discontinued them.
I know. So be sure and get one.
Yeah,
Don't miss out. All right. Well, let's flip the camera over. And there's our banner is sitting right here. It says Easter. I had to kind of fit it into the camera. So I'm going to adjust things just a little bit. Let's see. Do I want to do that? Let's see.
There you go.
I just need to change it a little bit. Okay. So anyway, we're going to make this banner today for our first project with the blind date with the Easter Bunny. And we've got it strung on pink ribbon. And if you have the bundle, you have everything you need to make this. And I really love banners. This is something I'll hang probably on our fireplace. And it looks like I got something on it right there. I'll hang it on our mantle on our fireplace.
Donna said she's going to watch and then create.
Awesome. Great. All right. Well, I'm going to move this out. I think I'll move it up here so we can kind of see it, but it won't be in our way. And I've done some things ahead of time because you don't really need to see me cut paper, although it's very exciting if I do say so. You have a few sheets like this in your kit. They're 6 by 12, and I cut six. I took 2 of these and cut them into 4 by 6, and I have a little prop here. So I have 6 4 by 6 pieces cut out of this. I already did it. So I have my pieces right here. And I'm like, where's the rest of my pieces? Well, here they are. And I have 6 because you guys, Easter has 6 letters in it. So that's why I got 6. Just don't want to confuse anybody. So I have my pieces right here. And then I'm going to take the paper with all the little peeps on it. And I'm going to cut that into 3.75 by 5. And I happen to need 6 of those. So let me grab my trimmer.
That paper is so dang cute.
It is. I think Sarah is really into the peeps this year.
Oh, man. So cute.
So and you guys, I have to use my Spellbinders trimmer because that's my favorite trimmer. And since I'm doing 3.75 by 5, I'm just going to line this up at the 5-inch mark. Actually, I'm going to straighten this out just a bit first. Now, the reason that I love this Spellbinders trimmer is because it's got 2 blades and they both fit. So I keep my cutting blade at the top, and then my scoring blade just sits right down here. And when I need it, I can just score from the bottom.
Oh,
I love that about it. So we're going to line it up at 5. And I'm going to need 2 strips like that. Now, I was the last one to get product from the bundle. So, oh gosh, look at, I'm going to have this perfect little strip of peeps for something.
Perfect.
So I'm kind of using some of the leftovers, and if you're doing your kit later or whenever, you can use whatever you want. And I remember we're doing 3.75, so I'm just going to line it up here. And you have a lot left with the bundle, even after you make all 13 projects, if you choose to make 13. Then if you don't choose to make 13, you still have a lot left. And you might make something of your own. You might say, well, I like doing a banner, but I'm going to do it this way. And you certainly can do that.
Probably enough stuff to make some more cards, too.
Oh, yes. There's tons of leftovers.
Yeah.
I could show the leftovers when we're done, because everyone's gotten their stuff out, Diane, so I will do that. Okay, all right. Now let's see. I don't know that I need that for a while. So I have my 6 Peeps papers and I have my 6 white papers. And what I'm going to do is I decided to use decorative scissors.
Kelly and I were just talking about decorative scissors the other day.
Look at these from EK Success, and they're $10.29 for 4 pairs of scissors.
Yeah.
And I'm using something very similar to this.
How many still have those in their stash?
Get them out.
Yeah.
So this one's got a zigzag and kind of a decorative zigzag. It's not straight. It's got little points on it. It's got a scallop and a wavy. And the other thing that you can use is you can get your decal scissors, or if you have a decal trimmer. And that's what I used on the sample because that's what I happen to have handy dandy.
So if you have little kids at your house, get out your scissors because they love them.
But for this one, we're not going to use the decal because we got to do something different. So I brought my scissors. I don't know what brand these are for sure, but I'm just going to cut off a bit off of the end of each one with decorative scissors. Oh, even the sound. You guys remember the sound? And I didn't cut them perfect. I'll lay this here so you can see. So I think I'll do 3 with the scallop scissors, and then I'll do 3 with the I got the zigzag scissors. Now this is something that you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I just did it for ha-has. And I'm not measuring how much I'm cutting off. I'm just going for it. And they're not even straight. All right, now I'm going to take my zigzaggers or pinking shears.
I'm impressed. They still cut.
They cut really well.
Yeah.
Probably because they've been sitting in my closet for a while.
Lisa says she has several pairs.
You know, we just don't use them anymore.
No.
They were the big thing. And I have an extra piece, so I'll put that aside.
Yep. 20 years ago, that's all we had.
It was.
25 years ago.
All right, I might leave this out so you can, well, we'll show that when we get done. So I'm just going to put them out here. I'm going to do every other one, and I'll get mixed up if I don't kind of plan out my letters here. So then the other thing that you have in your kit, you have a sheet that has these egg letters, you might say, and it has the word Easter, like you can see on here. And you're going to want to fussy cut those or cut those out. It's not hard because they are just curved letters. And I've cut most of mine out, but I'm using these are like the cutter bees. These would have been good for fussy cutting day. Now I'm cutting along the black line, but I am leaving the black line because I think it's going to make them pop off of the banner a little bit more than if you just cut on the black line or inside the black line.
Janet says that decal scissors will be great addition to kids' Easter baskets.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and what you could do if you got that pack of 4,
oh yeah,
you'd be able to take care of, everybody could get 1 pair of scissors.
Yeah.
So we're doing the usual, when you fussy cut, we're moving the egg instead of the scissors, and I got all my letters cut out. Let me get these papers out. So this is a pretty simple project. I'm using my glue press. I got a brand new bottle of glue because it's super quick. And I'm just going to take my little Peeps 3.75 by 5 papers. And I just need to glue them on each one of these. So let's do this. And I'm leaving a little bit of white around the edges. I'm going to have to wipe that on my something. Had a little extra glue. I got the big tip out because when I'm doing things like this or making cards,
yeah, you need the big.
I like the big tip.
Yeah.
I like big tips, and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
And I'm I'll show them to you after I get them all done so you can see how they're not perfect.
See how fast it is to glue things down with that?
I know.
Awesome.
And liquid glue is going to hold really well. And because this is a project that's going to be hanging, it's not going to be in an album behind a page protector. I like to have really good adherence. Is that a word, Diane? Adherence?
Well, it is now.
I like it.
We haven't made up a new word lately, so I think we were due.
We were due. Well, it looks like I cut a little more off of that one than I did the others. So we cut up our white paper into 4 by 6 inch rectangles, which is pretty easy because they're 6 by 12. So we cut them into thirds. Then we trimmed off the bottoms. And then we cut our Peeps paper into 3.75 by 5.
Heidi, it is March 27th, and that's the day that if you purchase anything, your name will be put in for the drawing for the $25 gift card. So you have not missed it. For April, we will be
We have to draw the,
March 31st or whatever. I don't know.
We'll draw the number for April.
Yeah. So you have not missed it. It is March 27th.
Okay, so I've got 6 of these, and let's start with our first one. And I've got my, I have all my little pieces here. Oh, it went underneath. Okay. So then I picked out pieces from the ephemera pack, or the odds and ends. Yeah, odds and ends is called at Doodlebug. They call their ephemera odds and ends. So it's this package right here. It's in your bundle. And these are all the leftovers, you guys. There's a ton of stuff left over.
You get a whole package.
You get the whole package to yourself. So what I did was I attached all of the letters down flat, kind of up towards the top in the middle. So I put my E on there.
Adherence is real, they say.
It is a real word. I love it. I love it.
Thanks, Letha.
And then I'm using this little bunny girl. She's so cute. And she's going to go here. And I got a little flower here and a little piece of grass. So my flower is flat. So I'm going to put a little bit of my
This
Nouveau
would be
glue
a
on there.
fun project to make with your kids, grandkids.
And it goes up over the egg a little bit. And then my other pieces are actually popped up.
Those pieces are so cute.
So I brought in some foam, little foam tape or squares. And again, I like to be generous when something's hanging. So we'll peel these off. I'm going to have to move this. So I have my garbage a little closer, my waste basket. So then I'm going to put my little bunny girl on. And I like her hanging off because I think if your things hang off, it gives it a little more interest and it doesn't just look like a rectangle. So I got her hanging off the side. Then we have this little bitty piece of grass.
And if you want to ink, there are so many different colors. You could do pink and green and
there's the
teal and yellow. And boy, you could pick whatever ink color you'd like.
And we'll put our A on there.
Michelle, the dates for the next crop are August.
I think it's the 21st through the 23rd.
21st, 22nd, and 23rd of August.
Now, I do want to give a little tip because this basket hangs off the right edge. So when I'm putting on my foam adhesive, I don't want to put anything over here that's going to be hanging off. So I'm going to kind of make them more over here to the middle and to the left side of the basket.
Well, it's so easy to pop things up.
It is. It's really nice. And then I've got my little birdie here. Now he's going to be hanging over, his little head hangs over the basket. So I can't put a piece of foam there. So I'm going to put it back here on his back end. And then what you can do is just put a little bit of adhesive on by his beak so that it will stick to that basket. And then I just added the flower. I think you're going to find once you do this a little bit, you're just going to, you can do your own thing if you want to, and the flower hangs off.
Cute.
So there is our second banner piece.
Those eggs are so cute.
It's just darling,
It is darling.
It's darling. All right, let's move over to the S.
That die cut with the eggs is so cute.
Yeah, there's a couple of those in there.
Oh.
So we need our S.
You cannot sign up for the crop yet. Sign up will probably be in June. We're thinking, Letha.
We put our S
And
on.
just keep watching. We send out. We'll talk about it on the video. And
here's our little eggs, a little
Cute.
stack of eggs with that cute little bird on the top. And that's going on there, and that is popped up. Now you can make them flat if you want to. You don't have to pop things up just because I am. You can always do what you want. Let me pull off the backing off of the foam stuff. I guess I could have had all this foam on here to start with. I didn't think of that. And he goes right there, and then we've got our little chick, and he's going to hang over the egg. So just like the chick before, we just need to put a little bit of foam on underneath the left side. And then if you want to just make it a little more secure, you can put a little bit of glue here where he's going to be flat on the stack of eggs.
how many people are crafting along? Do we have anybody, or are they just, excuse me, watching and we'll craft later?
All right, here's our T. I'm going to try to go pretty quick. I don't know if you'll be able to keep up with us, but because we have 6 cards to make too, Diane. We got a lot going on
Wow,
today.
you had a lot.
We had a lot. Well, people need Easter cards, and there's not a lot of opportunities right now
Right.
for kits with Easter cards. Okay, and I put my squares just a little too
This
far
banner
over.
will go together pretty quickly.
Yeah. So there's
If
that
you
little
do it
piece.
exactly like Kelly is doing, you just pull out all your embellishments and
you, like I mentioned, you can do something different, especially if you make it last after your other projects and you know what you have left over. And I just really like
Carolyn
stuff hanging off the
is
side.
crafting along.
All right, Carolyn.
Cindy.
Now you'll notice for
People
the
are at
T-
work, so they're listening, but
with
they're
the
not crafting.
T, I've got a different chick there, and it works just fine. And we got 2 more letters to do. We've got our E and our R. There's our E. And the E has this really cute wheelbarrow. It's got a wheelbarrow, a flower, and a yellow polka dot egg.
Some of you might be at home today because of the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Good day to stay home and craft.
Now, I designed this so that this flower is kind of coming up out of the wheelbarrow. So if you kind of place your wheelbarrow, then you can put your glue on your flower, and you can just tuck it down wherever you would like it to be. So I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to need a little bit of foam pop dots on here. And I'm putting them on the right side because this side, the left side, is going to hang off. This was fun to make. I love banners. I think Teresa and I are the banner people here at Memory Bound.
I have banners in my craft room. I have my Christmas ones still up, but then I make banners just to hang on my walls.
Then we have a little yellow egg that kind of tucks underneath there. So there's our E.
Cute.
All right, we've got our last letter. Oh, one thing I do want to mention when you're doing this, if you have a directional paper for any of the projects, like these peeps, now maybe you'd want to make them sideways or
Upside down.
upside down just because peeps are kind of goofy, but just make sure that you get your direction going
Yeah.
the correct way. Okay, now the R, let's bring him in here. He's got Mr. Bunny, and he's got a little egg next to him. So we need the little bunny with the carrot and the little egg. And we will post pictures of this too. So if you are thinking about, oh, I don't know if I'm going to remember how to do that or how it goes, there'll be pictures. So we put Mr. Bunny here. The little egg's going to be behind him. So the egg is going to be flat. So it looks like he's kind of standing out in front of it. So we'll put a little glue on it.
Well, I think there was bad weather everywhere.
It sounds like it from
Wow.
reading.
Lisa says Upper Michigan is closed.
Oh, I saw, Diane, did you see the thing about Iowa is closed, and it had it had a comedian that was
I don't think
showing
I
that
saw
Iowa is
that.
closed. So I put my foam on this side on the left because this side is going to hang over. So if nothing else, if you learn nothing else from this, hopefully you'll figure out if you want things to hang over, how to do it. And the other thing is that grounding things like bunnies and wheelbarrows, and we're grounding it along that edge of the Peeps paper. So we have all of our pieces made. We've got our E that's got the little girl bunny and the flower and the little piece of grass. Our A has got the little basket with the chick. We've got our S that has the stack of eggs and the little chick looking forward. The T has got the egg carton, and it's got a little chick all the way already on top of it. So I thought by adding this little chick, it just adds a little bit more to it. And then our E has the wheelbarrow filled with eggs, along with an extra egg on the side and the little flower. And our R has got the little Mr. Bunny with the carrot and the little egg. And we have to poke a hole so that we can put our ribbon through like these. And if you have, I brought a couple different things to use. Let's see, where's my bag?
Marcy said it's going to be 80 in Southern California.
Oh, wow, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Now what you could do is you could take an extra sheet and you could make a pattern. You could measure and make it super accurate if that's what you want to do. So you could make a pattern, and then you could go through and mark the backs of all of your things with a little pencil, and you could punch them all individually. Now, if you happen to have, and that's this punch, and I've got myself this hand punch. I never had one before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never
Not
had one.
even before you were scrapbooking?
I think our kids had one, way back when.
Yeah.
But it's from McGill. It's $9.29, and it's got a long reach on it. So if we're not reaching in far for this, but if you wanted to reach a little further into your project, you could. And that's the 1/4-inch hole. And it's got the little catcher. But if you want to see where you're punching, I learned that I just move that out of my way, and then you can see where you're punching. Normally what I use is a crocodile.
Yep.
Because it will punch all my papers at once. And that's what we're going to do here. So if you don't have a crocodile, just get a regular punch and you'll be fine. And if you have a crocodile, go for it. The crocodile is $40.99.
And that's one of those tools that
it's kind of a basic.
I think
really.
I would be lost without it. It's like the tiny attacher.
Now you do have to make sure you've got them all lined up correctly. And I've got mine all together. And the crocodile has 2 sizes of holes. You can see that one's a little bit bigger. And then here's one that's smaller. And our ribbon that we're using is a little bit bigger. So to make it easier to thread through, I'm going to use the bigger hole.
And she is doing
just
all of them at one time.
Yeah, and I'm just eyeballing it. The only thing about is getting the little pieces out. There we go. So there I've cut through all of them. I'm still holding them together. And I'm going to do all of this side. And I'm not measuring, you could measure. I think by the time it's hanging, nobody's really going to notice.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. So all that's left to do is to put our ribbon on. And I don't think we need to do that today. But you do have pink ribbon in your kit to go ahead. Well, I will show you how I did it because
you can do it on top or underneath. Is that?
Yeah, you could. Now this one I've threaded the ribbon underneath. If you want, Diane, that's a good comment. Let's do it on top so people know what that's going to look like. And if you don't like it one way, you just take it out and you do it the other way. You could also take your tiny attacher and staple it to the ribbon.
Janet says that you could make hole reinforcements too to add another little
Oh,
dimension
yes, or
to
eyelets.
eyelets would
Will
be
you see if we
another.
have some eyelets that match this,
Yes.
Diane? So we'll show you. I'll just do a couple letters, and you can see the difference. So if you want your ribbon on the front, then you're going to bring your first up through the first hole from the back. And if you do have a crocodile, you could easily set eyelets. Thank you. So there, I think you can kind of see the difference. I've got a little bit different color of pink here. So Diane went and got eyelets. If you wanted to put eyelets or reinforcements here, we have the We Are makers. These are the standard eyelets that would fit these holes perfectly, and this is called pink. Don't you love the name?
Yeah.
Pink. We have pink. And it'd be kind of neat. It's got 60 in there, so you have plenty. And it'd be kind of neat to vary the colors. And then we have this is newer. This has got lots of colors in it.
And shapes.
Oh,
that one's got
yes, I
shapes.
see stars and ovals and circles and flowers. And this one, I don't know if it has a name.
Yeah.
Eyelets Brights. It's the Brights. And you
Um,
get 141. for
Marcy's
$9.99.
adding beads between her letters.
Oh,
That would
love
be
that.
fun too.
Yes, you could add beads. You could tie a ribbon between here or some tulle. So we love all your ideas. Okay, is there any questions about the banner? Other than poor Letha has to go to work.
Yeah, Letha's got to go to work.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way for us then.
Oh, Marianne says it's 92 in Surprise, Arizona. It's going to be, oh, gracious, Thursday through Saturday, 103 to 105.
Oh my gosh.
Do we want that or do we want 10 degrees? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'd like the 70.
I'm heading to
coming.
Texas later in the week, and I think it's going to be a rude awakening down there. It's probably going to feel really, really hot to us.
Yes, I think it will, but you're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be in the 80s, I think, down there, and it'll be hot.
Okay, I think we're ready to make cards.
Okay.
So what I've got 6 card ideas for you, and you have plenty of stuff to make these if that's what you want to do. The first card, it says, "Here comes Peter Cottontail." And these are not rocket science cards. And I realized what I forgot was the inserts, but I can just show them. I've got them in these cards. And you don't need to watch me put inserts in. I'll show you what I use, but would you get a sheet of the inserts? They should be back here. You can get one out of a kit if you need to, Diane. Thank you. So we're going to start with Here Comes Peter Cottontail, and I've already cut apart the 3x4 paper, which this comes from. And then you had that lime color vibe. So this is 3x4. So my color vibe is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I usually always cut it 1/4 of an inch bigger just to have that little border. I picked out one of these trees from the ephemera. And then I've got the yellow. It's got the polka dots on the back, or you can use the yellow kind of diagonal plaid. And I'm using the diagonal plaid for this, but I want to show you guys because Sarah used the polka dots on her coaster. And she put the glossy accents on them. It's so cool. So I wanted you to see that. In case you wanted to flip your paper, you could certainly do it this way. So I've got my card base. And then I also brought, let me find it here. I brought my A7 T-square. And this is from Pear Blossom Press, and it comes in an A2 and A7. What's nice about the A7 is it's got a jig on the back for 1/8 inch border and a 1/4 inch border. So we're going to use that to put our this piece on, the backing. Now here it is if you want to do the pink, the white with the dots, and here it is with the yellow. Thanks, Diane. I went with the yellow just because of the yellow in the cut apart and matting it with green. I just really like that. So how this works is the back of this is what you call a jig, and my paper is going to be I cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller than the size of the card base. Let me put down this paper here so you can see it a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up. It's got a little edge here that catches, and we have a whole demo on this on our YouTube channel. And it catches, it's got a little thing that catches. So then I can put adhesive on my paper and line it up, and it's going to be perfect. I love this. And I'm still going to use my glue press with the liquid glue.
Ooh, Florida had some cool weather this morning. Wow.
I love all the weather
39.
reports.
Me too.
So then we just line that up against the ruler, and it's going to be perfect. I love it. Okay, and this card, here, let me bring it in here so you can see it. This card I actually just made. I didn't do any popping up of it, but we can. Let's attach this to the mat. Now, when I made the original card, I did not use the polka dot side of the Color Vibe, so I'm going to use the polka dot side here. It just adds more fun, I think. And we're also going to pop it up today instead of putting it on flat, so it'll be slightly different. Now, normally I would use my foam tape for something this large, but I didn't bring it, so I'm just going to use these squares.
Bev, I think you're right. Must be a Midwest thing for all of us talking about the weather. My family always has a discussion about the weather. You want to know something interesting about the weather?
We do.
So my grandson, who is 11, he's in 6th grade. We were always talking about the weather. He said, if you don't have anything else to talk about, you always can talk about the weather.
So he's so wise.
I think they must have been talking about it in school or something, but I just had to start laughing when he said that.
Now that you do have a sheet like this in your packet, and it's got all these little things that you can cut apart. And this one right here that says Happy Easter at the top is actually sized for the inside of this card because we put this tree here. So let me put on the tree, and then I'll just show you how I just... So you can see the tree goes off the side. So I just put the tree on like so.
Cute.
And then you can just cut it. You can flip it over and cut it with your scissors or your trimmer. And then I just thought that was kind of neat on the inside, since the outside has the 2 trees that along the road where Peter Cottontail's driving. And then you can go ahead. I didn't pre-cut these, so I'm not going to take the time to cut this sheet up and put it in there. But this one right here at the top is square, and it fits right around the tree. And you could add other jelly beans or something if you wanted to.
You know, it's one thing that we've learned by doing cards. It's always fun to do things on the inside.
Yeah, it's a little surprise.
And your envelope, like Janet always does.
Yes, Janet always lines her envelopes, which is nice.
And a lot of the cards that we get now in the mail from you customers.
I know, they are decorated also.
They're really cool.
With the washi tape or stamped or something like that. And I was thought about doing that, and I don't know if we're going to have time. Here's the next card, and it also uses a 3x4. I'll show you what we need for this card. Let me get everything out. All right. So I guess I'm going to need the card base. So you're going to need a card base, and your card bases are in your kit. We provided envelopes and card bases. You have this little 3x4 cut-apart with that really cute chick coming out of the egg. You're going to have to cut this white mat out of that. You have the 6x12 strips of white paper, and you have plenty. And then I'm using, I got 2 of these somehow. That's why I was short. Okay, I got to set that aside. I was short one of these for another card. And then you've got you need to cut a 4x5 1/4 of the yellow plaid. And then this is on one of your papers. It's the paper that's got all the different cut apart pieces. And I should have brought a paper pack, but that's okay. All right, so let's get our card base folded.
Paper pack of this collection.
Yeah, you could get a collection pack. Yes, I think that's what Diane said. All right, so we're going to put our base paper on first. And again, I've cut it 4 by 5 1/4, so it is 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So I'm going to use this because this is so slick, you guys. And let's put a little glue on. I'm using the bigger tip on the glue press because of what I'm working with.
Is it bunny hop?
Yeah. Diane just went and got bunny hop for us, so I can show you the papers and stuff. All right, so I've got my jig kind of latched in there. And then I just take my paper and line it up against the ruler or the T-square. And so this is in your kit right here. So you have all the paper, and the paper that I'm using, and you look at the sticker sheet, you guys. So the paper that I got, the little hippity-hoppity, I should have shown you this because Sarah did a really nice job of showing all of this. It'll give you a minute here if you're crafting along to catch up. So you'll see this sheet right here with all the by-4s, and I used a lot of these for the 6 cards. I think there's one of these on each of the 6 cards. Then the other thing that I wanted to point out is this is a really nice collection. You've got some more cut aparts here, and here are this is Hippity Hoppity Easter's on Its Way is on this sheet right here.
There's a lot of fun stuff on that
There's
sheet.
a ton. If you were doing a
Wow.
mini album,
Yeah.
like an Easter album, this is perfect because it's got words. Sometimes I don't do things because I don't want to have to cut out letters. All right, so we've got that on there. We're going to take our little chick, and we cut a piece of white paper from those 6 by 12 sheets that was 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch bigger. So it's 3.5 by 4.5. And then this is going to go right on our card front. Now make sure your card front's going the right direction because I almost put mine on upside down where it would have been a left-handed card maybe. And I'm putting this up towards the top because I'm going to put that hippity hoppity along the bottom. So what I did with this, I just took this and cut it off. And then we're popping this. We'll put, I'm putting 3 foam squares on here because I like to make sure things are solid. And that goes right here. And then you have a little package with these dimensional doodle pops that have the little chicks. And we ran out of those, so I don't have one for my project. But I have lots of these little chicks, so I'm just going to take one of these chicks and I'm going to pop him up and put him right here. And he's standing this time, so you'll be able to see the difference. This one is standing right on top, so he's grounded on that title sheet. And this one is up here, he's a little smaller, so he's up here along the oval shape.
You have plenty of die cuts from your...
Oh, you have a ton.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, I just put Easter's on Its Way. And I'm going to trim this because there's not much green here and there's more here. So I'm just going to trim it so it looks...
I love how you cut the phrase apart. I do that all the time.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring an extra chick. I didn't pick up the chick for that one. But somehow I got this little jelly bean. So this little jelly bean was in my envelope. It must have found its way there. So I'm just going to put a little jelly bean here.
There we go.
So we've got Hippity Hoppity, Easter's on Its Way. And you can see they're a little different, but quite alike. And sometimes when you have paper like Doodlebug that's got lots of patterns, putting that white mat just kind of separates things and makes things show up a little better and less busy.
Okay, so we have a squirrel moment. I'm looking if there was a video for Junk Journal card kit.
I think it's junk drawer. Do you want to have somebody or go get the, probably think in the junk drawer. There is a card kit from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Junk Drawer, and it's really, really, really neat. Sarah put it together for us.
Good morning.
Hello.
Okay, here's our next card. And it's a little Easter bunny, and it says Happy Easter. And it's 1, 2, 3, it's 4 layers. And everything is glued flat because there are so many layers. That's why I did it that way. So we need the little 3x4 piece that says Happy Easter. We need some green twine. Some of your green twine. I know Sarah used some, and you should have some more left. We cut a piece of this 4 by 5 1/4, and it's got flowers on the back, which we could use the flowers. Everything is really flippable. Let's call it flippable. And there's a little chocolate bunny here we're going to show you that goes on the inside right there.
Cute.
And Somebody Loves You comes from that same paper, I think. I got to see where that comes from, Diane. I'm really not sure. Did you find the card kit?
No, there is none left, but
Really?
Janet just posted or linked the junk drawer card kit. Is that what Sarah did?
Yeah. I thought there was some on the end cap over there on the bottom.
Mm-mm.
Okay, maybe they sold
the
out.
hook is empty.
Oh, okay. So here's Somebody Loves You right off of this paper. So sometimes you can take these and use them for the insides or the fronts of your cards. All right, so let's put our grass on. Oh, wait. Okay, so this one we're going to try something a little different. Doodlebug typically is not your distressing kind of designs, but we're gonna ink this one with some brown distressing gathered twigs, just for ha-has to see what it looks like. And I'm using gathered twigs because it was the top brown ink pad in the drawer. Usually I do vintage photos. So what colors of browns do you guys like? Put a comment in and tell us what your brown go-to distress ink color is. This is going to be fun because you're going to be able to tell the difference.
I don't think we're going to have any more of those card kits, are we?
I don't know that we can still get them. We would have to look and see. I'm
Yeah.
surprised we were out of them. We had them over the weekend.
Well,
but it's probably, if the hook is empty, they were down there on the bottom.
Yeah, there was an empty hook. So
I'm just inking the edges. There's no need to go in much further because it's not going to show because these all get things glued on top of them. And I don't know how this is going to look. This is a risk. But I'm using the mini blending tool from Tim Holtz. It's the one that I like for inking edges. If I'm stenciling, then I like a brush.
Brush corduroy, vintage photo.
Peggy's a brush corduroy gal. She really likes that.
I don't know, Janet. We're going to have to check on that.
All right, so I've inked up all of my pieces. We'll see what it does. I don't really know. All right, let's glue them together. I'm going to put my base down first. And then this is card number 3, and then we only have 3 more cards to go.
I will do some checking to see if we can get more of the junk drawer card kit.
Thanks, Diane. And these, I just layered these and layered these. I don't know why, it just kind of called to me a little bit. So we'll start and put the bunny on the green. And I will tell you guys, I love green and blue.
So I mean, you did the junk drawer.
Let's glue him down.
Are the kits gone? Oh, there's an empty hook.
And then I'm going to show you before and after. So we've got 3 by 4 cut apart. And then our first cut here is, let me make sure, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then we have a 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. So it goes up 1/4 of an inch. I think maybe you guys are going to like this. And maybe we won't. I don't know. But that was gathered twigs. All right. I think I'm going to glue this flat like I did the others. Oh, oops, I forgot about putting out the twine around it. So what you're going to want to do is put your twine around it before you glue it. But we're just going to make it work. I think we'll just go around it once.
It looks like the Simple Vintage Junk Drawer has...
Is it sold out?
Discontinued.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sometimes things come and go, and if you see it and grab it, and there are, what do we have, 3 other card kits from Simple Stories right now?
Not sure what
we have Rustic
left.
Legend. We have the Mickey Mouse Happiest Place. And we have, there's a Winnie the Pooh baby. And there's a Winnie the Pooh birthday. And there is, what's Pink Lemonade. So we have quite a few card kits. Okay, now here's the difference. I'll get up close so you can see the difference a little better. So put in your vote, ink or no ink. Now, one thing I've done on this one, I added those little eye for an eye, the little enamel dots. They're called an eye for an eye, and we sold out of those, I think, because Sarah did such a nice job with them. We have more coming. They'll probably be here in about a week. So if you'd like to get those, they are the Doodlebug shape sprinkles. You can put your name on the wait list, and they come in, I think there's 3 sizes. So they fit all the different little creatures or people or whatever in Doodlebug. And you can see the difference there between the 2 bunny eyes. They are perfect. Okay, let's move on. Let's keep her going. All right, I'll show you our next card here. I got a little, oh, sorry, I didn't do the inside here. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't think I actually cut out the piece that says Somebody Loves You. I think I missed it.
They like the ink.
Okay, is the ink?
Ink, I have to ink and have been doing it more. It's hard for me not to ink.
For you, Diane,
Yep.
or are you reading someone's comment?
No, that would be for me.
That's true.
Cindy says ink looks more finished. Ink, like both. So really, you can do whatever you would like to do.
Now this I cut from the paper, and then I put a little bunny and a little chocolate bunny with it. And the point of this is your greeting doesn't have to be at the top. You can write a message up here. You can stamp or something. This one, I neglected to cut this out of the paper and bring it today, but you have some extra pieces on that big sheet. Where did I put that sheet? Well, I don't know where that went, but your cut aparts that are included have some extra greetings, so I just cut that one out for this card and put it there.
A lot of people ink.
There's a lot of inkers.
Yep, I kind
inkers
of agree.
And drinkers.
Okay, right. What card are we on?
Now we're on the Easter Peeps. Look at this one. Isn't that just fun?
So cute.
So for this card, we have a piece of jelly bean paper that's 4 by 5 1/4. We have this tag that we cut off of the tag paper that's got a little girl bunny on the back. It's got the stripes. I chose it for the stripes. We cut out Easter from this sheet right here. You'll see it right there. And we've got our 3 by 4, and we've got a little green peep. And I'm going to go ahead and put, since it's in my hand right now, I'm going to put a couple of foam dots on the peep, because I'll show you where we're going to put him. So let's start out by putting our jelly bean paper on. I decided, Diane, that the jelly bean paper could go either direction. It didn't really matter.
Yeah, probably very much so.
Get our little jig here so we can do that. And you can see that you can do it from the bottom too. It doesn't have to be from the top. And it's locked in there. And then I just take my paper and I line it right up against the ruler. and glue
Perfect.
it down. It is, it's great. Now I'm going to take the tag and I'm going to cut the little tips off of it. And then I'm punching a hole. There's a little hole place right there. So punch a little hole and you have some white ribbon. Now one way I'm doing the ribbon is I'm not cutting off pieces. This is just a little tip for you. If you just use the whole piece and then you can just tie it and put it in a knot and then just cut off what you don't need. My scissors are not cutting ribbon. They're good for fussy cutting. And then I don't need this whole piece, so I just cut it off like that. And I'm going to attach it to the back of the peeps. So I'm going to go ahead and my cut off. You could line it up and figure out where you want it. I found it a little bit easier just to put it on the back of the peeps. And we're going right up to that reinforcement hole. So we're going right up to that. Okay, now we're going to attach this to our card.
So people really like the rulers.
Yeah,
They love this paper collection.
It's so cute, everyone.
Barb has made some suggestions for future
We would love that.
blind dates, and one of them is we've already talked about, and that's doing a garden one.
Oh, yes.
We talked about that. And then the other one she suggests is doing 4th of July.
Well, you guys, it's America's 250
Yep.
America 250 this year, so you will see some different 4th of July things coming. Okay, so I took that Easter word from right here, cut it a little shorter. Whoops, there it is. There it is. Cut it a little shorter, and there's no greeting or anything on here, and I don't think there needs to be, but I just wanted something, so I'm putting the word Easter.
Perfect.
And then this little peep, we're going to pop him right up over his brother here, this little green one. And oh gosh, that's so darn cute. I love it.
Yeah.
Isn't that just cute? So on the inside of this one, it opens up and it says Easter and it says from one of your favorite peeps. And that is on that sheet. Do you have that sheet or did I misplace it?
No, I put it away already.
Okay.
I didn't want to forget to put it back in.
So it's got from one of your favorite peeps. And you could put some jelly beans in here. You could mat this if you wanted to. That would be really nice. I haven't done that just because I wasn't sure what paper was still available. All right, 2 more cards to go. We got another jelly bean card here.
Jelly beans sound good.
I know, they do.
Starburst jelly beans are like the best.
Those are the best. Diane and I are into dark chocolate, and we love the Doves, but once in a while you need something fruity, don't you?
Yep.
All right, and then let's fold our card base over. Now I typically do use like a bone folder, and I just smooth out my crease. I haven't been doing that today.
They like those ideas for the blind dates.
We love it.
Yeah.
All right, this says your extra special, and you open it up and it says there's a Happy Easter panel, and it's got another little chick in there. So you got a little chick on the front, and you got a little one on the inside. So we're doing the jelly bean paper. So let's do this. I was happy that there was a lot of paper left so I could choose whatever I wanted for cards and backgrounds.
You had a lot to work with.
I did, and there's a lot left. Okay, so we've got, whoops, I think I accidentally moved that after I put it down with my ruler, guys. So let me fix that.
We need to talk about the card swap.
Oh, yes, we do. My hands are dirty. All right, so we're going to put our little extra special 3x4 onto a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat. So we're having a card swap, and do you have the dates? Is it due the 20? I don't have a sheet back here.
Go get one.
I just posted it on Facebook. So we put that on the mat. Again, if you just put the pink piece on, it's going to show, but I think the white just makes it pop. And for me, that's something I've learned from Katie. I call that a Katie technique. We all learn from each other and inspire each other here at Memory Bound. And everybody has their own styles, which is really fun. All right, so we're going to put that down. That must go on the inside. Oh, it does. Okay, so then this little chick is one of the Doodle Pops, and we ran out of the Doodle Pops, so I don't have one for here. But I've got another little chick, and I'm going to pop him up. There is a chick already there. We popped up the Doodle Pop, but I can pop up this chick right on top and do the same thing. So I'm going to get a little piece foam square there, and it just adds dimension. And then on the inside, there's this little chick with a cracked egg that he just came out of, and I put that right here inside in the corner. I'm going to have to clean up the floor when we get done, Diane. So it says Happy Easter, and you got the little chick here in the corner. Did you look up the...
Okay, so let's see. The dates are bring in or mail your 3 cards to Memory Bound by April 16th.
Oh, yeah, tax day.
Yes.
I thought that would be a fun day to do it, tax day.
Yeah. Cards designs will be shared on morning videos April 20th through the 24th. Heidi wanted to know, can we leave the inside blank so the person who receives it can
absolutely.
stamp? You can do whatever you want to do.
Great. Send an envelope, but no stamp. We'd love it if you would put your name like on a Post-it note or something so we can identify your cards, and we will swap them around, and you'll get 3 new cards. So you figure out the card you want to make, and you make 3 of the same card. And Diane, we got one in on Saturday.
I know. I saw them in there.
So that was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I cut this card base, but I've got a new one here. Put your name like on a Post-it note, and we'll shuffle them around, and you'll get 3 new cards, all different. So you're going to turn in 3 cards of the same, and what you get back is going to be all different.
Yeah, it's something that you've wanted to do for a while.
We did it years ago. Do you remember doing it?
Yes.
Like probably 18 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not new to Memory
We've
Bound,
done
but it kind of is.
tags too, haven't we?
Yeah, we did tags.
Yeah.
Okay, this one says thanks a bunch, and then on the inside it says your kindness is appreciated. So this cut apart here I thought was kind of neat, and it's not Easter related. It could be. So you're going to need this 4x4, and then you're going to need a piece of pink cardstock that is...
What a cheerful card, though.
Looks like it's 3.5 by 4. I don't know. Can you measure that, Diane? I don't know how big that is. And then you're going to need a piece of this floral paper that is 4 by 5.25, and I couldn't find it. It wasn't in the tub, so I went ahead and I grabbed some of the plaid. We could use this yellow that I found, or the little dots. How about if we use the little dots?
It is 4 by 3.5.
Okay, so
3.5
you're going to
by
need
4.
some pink bubble gum, 4 by 3.5. And then we've got this little flower bunch to put on the inside.
Yes, you can use any ink, definitely. There are so many different colors in this collection that you could use. The teal, the pink, the lime green. Lime green would be orange.
It would be really good. It goes with everything.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our card and we're going to cut 1 inch off of this front. So I'm going to put this on my trimmer, and I'm just going to cut 1 inch off, because you'll see that this card, it hangs over.
I know, so cute.
Let me try to get it on the camera. Sorry about that, everybody. So then we also need to cut, oh gosh, I hope I can remember this. I think we cut 1 inch. Yeah. So on our dot paper, we also need to cut 1 inch off. And one thing I like about this trimmer is there is a 1 inch mark right here. So I can just put it right there and trim it off. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside since I think we're done with the trimmer.
Well, they're loving
Oh, no,
this.
we're not. No, we're not. We got to cut this down.
They are loving
I had to
this
cut.
collection.
It is a really fun, Doodlebug is just, they're fun anyway.
Yep.
This one, I don't remember what I cut it down. I should have wrote down some directions, but I'm cutting it off pretty close to the wreath. But I'm leaving thanks a bunch on there, so I'm cutting right below. Don't cut off thanks a bunch. That's important. We'll see where we end up. And then maybe you'll say, oh, don't do what Kelly did. And if that's the case, okay, we're good. All right, so this goes on to the pink. And yes, it does look like I've cut it a little. I must have cut oh, I remember now. I cut the pink bigger because I wasn't sure what size it was going to be. So I had you cut it bigger, and then you just have to cut it down.
Cut it down.
I was preparing this while I was watching television the other night. All right. All right, so let's put our thanks a bunch on this mat. We had to cut it down because we're doing an A2 card. If you were doing an A7, a 5x7 card, you would have had a lot more room, and you could have maybe left this at full size.
Valerie, the only way you can get like to make the cards is to buy the whole blind kit. It is where you make how many projects?
13.
13
and you have
different
lots of leftovers.
projects. We started on Friday with coasters. Kelly's doing a banner and cards, and then there's a couple more.
2 mini albums coming.
2 mini albums.
And
then
a dimensional card with Chris. It's like a box. It's really
It is
cool.
$49.99, and you get pretty much everything you need except adhesive and the trimmer. You get ribbon, you get all the paper, you get all the die cuts.
So the cost is actually less than the retail of the product in the kit. So we try to make it really super duper affordable.
Janet just posted or linked the kit. We have just a few left.
Yeah, I think we have 6 left or something like that. Okay, so here's this card. So you can see we cut 1 inch off the front, and we cut 1 inch off of our front panel. And that works out perfect that you have a little bit of white that shows. And because we've got a lighter white background paper, you might not see it as much as you do with this paper. But it is the same. So whatever you cut off the front, maybe you want to do 1/2 inch, maybe you want to do 1.5 inches, you cut off your front panel. That's your tip of the day. All right, then we're going to put this on. And you have to be careful about where you put adhesive because you don't want it right here. Diane, do you have a little pencil over there I can borrow? So a trick for that, you can guess and make it work, and you can do it. So what my trick is, I put it where I'm going to have it, and then I might slide it just a little more. And then I open it up, and I just draw a little line along here.
Paint line.
So there's a little line, and I keep my adhesive on that side. This one is popped up, and I think we'll do this one flat just for something different to do. And I'm going to put my tape runner here so I can get a nice straight line, and then let's come in with some glue. You could use score tape. And I can do it from the back because I know I want it about in the middle, and I just want that line to just not quite show. And there we go.
Great tip.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And then this one also has a little bit of white ribbon that's just tied around the, and I think I did not bring like the ribbon like you got in your kit. I just cut a piece off, and obviously I misjudged, but I'm just going to tie it in a knot.
I think you got.
So if you don't have enough ribbon, then you just,
enough.
if you don't have enough, then just tie it in a little knot. And this one's got little flowers popped up from that Doodle Pop.
Oh, cute.
And I don't have the Doodle Pop, any Doodle Pops left, but you could use Nouveau drops. You could use all kinds of things. All right, that's
Gems.
yeah, gems would be good. And then I had grabbed this little flower set. On the inside, it has your kindness is appreciated. And I'm going to put, I don't have an inside for that one, but I'm going to put this on the inside here. I don't know if I want it to show when you, no, I think I want it in here. So it says,
Cute.
thanks a bunch, your kindness is appreciated. And you see it with a couple different papers. And I think this plaid would have worked very nicely also. And it's the back of the
Cut apart.
4x6s. All right, well,
Cute.
I'm going to get all the cards out and move some stuff aside.
And how many cards? 6?
6, yeah, we made six
6
cards. We
cards.
made a
Wow.
banner. Let's see. I guess I don't need, well, might as well get that one out too. That one's pretty much the same. Well, we've got to show both of those because one of them is distressed and one of them isn't.
Cute,
Wow.
cute.
All right, so there's the cards. We'll take some pictures also, and then I'm going to pull out the banner so you can see the banner.
Well, they were loving this.
I'm glad. Boy, we
Yeah.
did 7 projects. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. So I'll pull out the banner that is actually strung up. Whoops, look at, I got like strings and ribbons. And here is the banner. We'll kind of bunch it up a little bit so you can see it.
Very fun,
So
quick
hopefully you guys
projects.
enjoyed that. I think I
Yeah.
enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun.
They loved it.
And you know what? This is, so now we've done what, 10 projects. We've done 10 projects so far, and we got 3 more to go.
3 more to go. So we have a mini album on Wednesday, a mini album on Thursday, and then Chris's project on Friday.
Right. We have Peggy Wednesday, and then Katie, and
Katie
then
and
Chris.
Chris.
And I want to say thank you to not only everyone who purchased the bundles, but also everybody that's our staff that came along on the ride with us and made the projects and designed the projects. And they didn't have a lot of time because all of a sudden we're like, oh, we need to do this. And it's like everything around here, isn't it, Diane?
Yep.
So it's 13 projects. We have, I think, about 6.
7 left
Is there 7 left?
as of 10 minutes ago.
So, okay, we have 7 bundles left. So if you want to make the projects, there are some things you can only get in the bundle. And that one of them is the Easter
words,
the Easter letters, the egg letters, and the card inserts you can only get in the bundles. So if you really like those, I don't know which direction to go. There we go. So if you really like those, be sure and get one purchased before they're gone.
And Janet just said there's a blind date playlist on YouTube.
Oh, okay, perfect.
This is our second one.
Yeah, we had a blind date with Winter Magic.
Yeah.
And now this is our second one,
Yeah.
and we've got more coming. So
So
never fear,
stay tuned.
more are going to be here. Thanks for joining us, Diane. Thank you so much for your help
Yeah,
today.
thank you. Everybody stay safe and warm.
Yeah, warm. It's going to be nice.
It
Just give
is.
us a couple days and
Yep.
the weather's going to turn.
It's going to be beautiful here.
All
Okay.
right, thanks everyone. Have a
I
great
think
day.
We're good. Thank you.